Welcome back to a new chapter, chapter 28, Amines, section number 1, Introduction to Amines. By the end of this video, you will be able to describe what amines are, describe how amines are named, and describe how amines react. Let's start first by understanding what are amines exactly. Amines are derivatives of ammonia, which is NH3, but one or more of the hydrogen atoms in the ammonia molecule is replaced either by an alkyl group, like you see here in the first example, or by an aryl group, like you see here in the second example. And most of the time, the aryl group is a benzene ring. Now, how amines are named? How can we name them? Before we start to learn how to name amines, you should know that they are classified into 3 groups. If one of the hydrogen atoms in the ammonia molecule is replaced by an alkyl group, which we represent here by the letter R, then it is called a primary amine. So primary amines, they have a general formula RNH2. They have only one substituent on the ammonia molecule. Let's take real examples. Here we have CH3 that is connected to the NH2. This is my alkyl group. We start, as we learned before, by naming the substituent. And here CH3 is methyl. Methyl is connected to an amine, then I call it methylamine. One more example, I have C2H5 that is connected to the amine, then I call it ethylamine. Last example, I have a benzene ring that is connected to the NH2. The benzene ring is the aryl group here. When I have a benzene ring that is acting as a substituent, I can't anymore call it benzene. Then we call it phenylamine. So a benzene ring, when it is a substituent, it is called phenyl. Now, what if I have 2 substituents on the ammonia molecule itself? It is called secondary amine. So secondary amines, they have a general formula of RR prime and H. They have 2 substituents on the ammonia molecule. Let's take real examples. Here I have 2 CH3 molecules that are replacing the original hydrogen atoms in the ammonia molecule. How do we name them? I have 2 CH3 molecules, then I call them dimethylamine. One more example. Here we have different substituents. I have CH3 and I have C2H5 down here. They are different. Here, when you have different substituents that are connected to amine, you have to be careful about the alphabetical order of the names of the substituents. Methyl and ethyl. The letter E comes before the letter M. So I have to name the ethyl before the methyl. So how I do that? Like this. I write capital N because they are connected to the N molecule. N ethyl, then I write methyl, then I write amine. Be careful about the alphabetical order that I did here. And the last type, if you have 3 substituents on the ammonia molecule, then this is a tertiary amine because it has 3 substituents and its general formula is R, R prime, R double prime, N. Here is an example of a tertiary amine. We have 3 CH groups that are connected to the N molecule called trimethylamine. Tri represents number 3. One more example. Here you have different substituents. I have 2 ethyl groups and 1 methyl group. As I said before, we name them according to the alphabetical order. Because I have 2 ethyl groups, I write 2 N's. So I write N, N, diethyl methylamine. Let's now discuss the properties of primary amines. We're gonna start first by the shape. Primary amines, and especially where they come from the ammonia molecule, they have a pyramidal shape. So ammonia, it is a pyramidal molecule with bond angles of 107 degrees. It should have been more than 107. However, the lone pair of electrons in the sp orbital, they create a force and pressure on the NH bonds, which keep its basic structure like that.